Life isn't about finding yourself. Life is about creating yourself. Don't wait for the right opportunity, create it. People who say it cannot be done should not interrupt those who are doing it. The single biggest problem in communication is the illusion that it has taken place. Both optimists and pessimists contribute to society. The optimist invents the aeroplane, the pessimist the parachute. Those who cannot change their minds cannot change anything. We don't stop playing because we grow old because we stop playing. Success does not consist in never making mistakes but in never making the same one a second time. The reasonable man adapts himself to the world, the unreasonable one persists to adapt the world to himself. Therefore all progress depends on the unreasonable man. A life spent making mistakes is not only more honorable, but more useful than a life spent doing nothing. After all, the wrong road always leads somewhere. Beware of false knowledge. It is more dangerous than ignorance. Imagination is the beginning of creation. You imagine what you desire, you will what you imagine, and at last you create what you will. War does not decide who is right, but who is left. There are two tragedies in life. One is to lose your heart's desire. The other is to gain it. Youth is wasted on the young. A gentleman is one who puts more into the world than he takes out. There is no love sincerer than the love of food. Without art, the crudeness of reality would make the world unbearable. Take care to get what you like, or you will be forced to like what you get. The people who get on in this world are the people who get up and look for the circumstances they want, and if they can't find them, make them. Make it a rule never to give a child a book you would not read yourself. I often quote myself. It adds spice to my conversation. A cigarette is a pinch of tobacco, rolled in paper with fire at one end, and a fool at the other. He who can, does. He who cannot, teaches. To be in hell is to drift, to be in heaven is to steer. Self-control is the quality that distinguishes the fittest to survive. Life is not meant to be easy, my child, but take courage. It can be delightful. I'm not a teacher, only a fellow traveler of whom you asked the way. I pointed ahead of myself as well as you. Patriotism is your conviction that this country is superior to all others because you were born in it. Any man who is not a communist at the age of 20 is a fool. Any man who is still a communist at the age of 30 is an even bigger fool. The possibilities are numerous once we decide to act and not react. If you teach a man anything, he will never learn. We are made wise not by the recollection of our past, but by the responsibility for our future. If you begin by sacrificing yourself to those you love, you will end by hating those to whom you have sacrificed yourself. The harder I work, the more I live. Most people do not pray, they only beg. Only fools repeat the same things over and over, expecting to obtain different results.